Vortex Granular Systems, air-driven granular spreaders made for year-round application. Thank you for your purchase and use of the Vortex SPC and Vortex Ice. Let's get started. We'd like to take a few minutes to explain the spreader and what to expect when the unit delivers. Your spreader will arrive on the freight line fully assembled and ready to operate. Let's get the spreader out of the carton and off the pallet. You'll want to remove the carton. Please be careful of the staples when opening. With the carton open, cut the zip ties that are attached to the frame and the axle. You can now pick the spreader up and off the pallet. Inside the hopper, you'll find a can of DuPont Teflon non-stick spray lubricant and an operating and application instruction guide. The engine on this spreader requires mixed gasoline per the manufacturer's instructions. We like to run the mix rich, or oil in a gallon of fuel. For optimum engine operation, we recommend pre-mixed 2-cycle fuel. This will guarantee high-quality, moisture-free mixed fuel. Lubricating the cable and valve as shown is key to proper operation of the spreader. A dry spray is the only recommended lubricant for use on the Vortex spreaders. PB Blaster Dry, DuPont Teflon Non-Stick, WD-40 Specialist Dry are the best products for lubricating the valve and cable. Cleaning and lubricating the Vortex spreaders are the most important steps to consistent and reliable operation. No lubricant containing petroleum distillates should be used. The hopper will hold up to 70 pounds of material, but 50 pounds is a comfortable amount to work with. Don't forget, there is a screen provided at the top of the hopper, eliminating any debris or chunks of material from entering the spreader. We don't recommend sand-based material. It's too dense and will pulsate coming out of the delivery hose. Not recommended are materials that contain sewage sludge. The sludge will build up in the components and cause clogging in high humidity conditions. We supply 2 sizes of extension tubes, 1 1/4 inch and 1 1/2 inch in diameter. The tubes, when attached to the hose end, one at a time, provide distance of throw. The 1 1/4 inch tube will propel material up to 30 feet, but have slightly reduced flow rates. The 1 1/2 inch tube will propel material to around 20 feet, with slightly increased flow rates. The material delivery hose can also be used without the extension tubes for small areas with very short distance needs. Varying the speed of the engine will change the distance of material throw, but not the volume of material. A sure sign the blower is running too slow is when the valve is closed and material continues to flow out the end of the hose. Just increase the speed of the engine, and this will clear the hose immediately. While learning to use the Vortex SPC, run the engine at nearly full speed. Then experiment with adjusting the speed downward. Let's look at the valve control handle and material flow adjustment. Pulling the handle will open the valve and allow material to flow into the manifold and out of the end of the hose. Slightly pulling the handle causes a little material to flow. The further the handle is pulled, the higher the flow rate. Most customers never use the valve stop on the unit. It's so easy to adjust the flow with a pull of the handle. If the valve adjuster is used, just slide it to the desired position and tighten the wing nut. This will stop the valve plate in the same spot each time the handle is pulled. It is recommended that the Vortex be pulled, not pushed, when applying material in turf areas. Pushing the unit is fine on solid surfaces. Let's talk care and maintenance of the Vortex SPC. Cleaning and lubricating the unit is key to successful operation. After use, empty the hopper, lay the delivery hose on the ground and run the engine to full speed. Wash the entire unit with water and liquid soap. Run soap and water inside the hopper while opening and closing the valve handle multiple times to clean the valve plates. Let the engine continue to run a few minutes to help dry the components. Shut the engine off and wipe down the inside of the hopper to remove any remaining water and material. After washing, it's time to lubricate the cable and valve. No lubricant containing petroleum distillates should be used. A dry spray is the only recommended lubricant for use on the Vortex spreaders. PB Blaster Dry, DuPont Teflon Non-Stick, WD-40 Specialist Dry are the best products for lubricating the valve and cable. Once again, cleaning and lubricating are the most important steps. A few tips and information. Wet material should not be used. It won't flow through the valve and manifold system. Remove and clean the black filter by tapping on the ground or washing. The application of material using the Vortex looks different than applying by hand. Be aware some customers might want rings or piles of material. The Vortex method of application is far superior. Vortex spreaders apply material to the complete root zone, providing an even feeding to the whole plant, and university studies prove an even spread is superior. Thank you for your time. We look forward to answering any other questions you might have about the Vortex SPC. Please call us toll-free or locally, or find additional information on our website, www.vortexadvantage.com.